Well, there are many, many different levels and aspects to the issue of unemployment. Many times you will have seen conversations on Newsfeed and on Newzroom Afrika, channel 405, about the number of young people who are unemployed. We know that that's a very high number, particularly after COVID-19. But there's also an organization, it's called the Forgotten Nation South Africa. They represent elder people, in this case defined as people over the age of 35 who are unemployed. Its national chair is Tsipa Matlo. Tsipa, good afternoon to you and thank you for your time. You believe that older unemployed people are often neglected or ignored in this debate. What is your concern?
Thank you very much, Stephen, for affording us this opportunity to come on and tell our story. Greetings to you and your viewers. As an organization, we are the Forgotten Nation of South Africa. We represent the rights, the needs, and the aspirations of people who are unemployed and over 35 years against this subtle phenomenon policy called ageism, which is used to discriminate against people who are over 35 years when it comes to fairness in job selection processes in labor markets. So as an organization, we are a movement, we are the eyes and ears for those age groups in this country. Thank you.
So are you suggesting that people who are over 35 are ignored? We focus too much on young people who are unemployed.
Yes, that is not even a suggestion, it's a fact, because in our movement, if you can go to our Facebook page, you'll find that we have been followed by 66,000 people with over 100,000 WhatsApp group nationwide. So it's a fact, those people are there, we do exist. We are young parents, we are of a working age, we are looking for jobs, and unfortunately we cannot find one. So as a result, we are being sacrificed in the best interest of pushing for youth employment, something of which we do support holistically. But we are seeing ours as the over 35s cannot be based on facts. Ours cannot be based on anything other than to say we are young parents, we need to take care of ourselves and our families, and we need to be able to support ourselves and also contribute fairly in the economy of this country. We also want to be listened to, and we also wanted to our rights and our needs to be taken into consideration without being prejudiced.
Are most of your members people who've been unemployed all their lives? They've never had a job? Or are they people who had a job and lost their job? So young people generally haven't had a chance to have a job. Your members may be slightly different?
It is dire. It's dire and slightly different in a way that at our age group, you are likely to have participated somewhere, somehow within the economy of the country. But our economy is not stable, Stephen. Our people have been in and out of jobs since their youth days. And we are still having members who have never had a job before. And mind you, these are some of the people who are graduates. These are people who have degrees, but they've never had a job. And as a result, they cannot access internships opportunity. Remember, in this country, if you graduate after the age of 35 years, then you are on your own. Internships, learnerships, they don't cover those age groups. So we do have people who have never worked their whole life. We do have people who have given up. We do have people who are still active seeking a job. But unfortunately, there's just nothing for them.
Tsipa, do you think that there are things that older people can do or are better at that maybe makes them more attractive to employers than younger people? You know, that as you get older, a bit of wisdom, a bit of maturity, as you sort of go through your 30s and into your 40s, that employers may find you more attractive?
Unfortunately, discrimination is based on it's actually a campaign to capture someone's behavior and attitudes. So we have been made to look otherwise. As a result, we have been prejudiced and discriminated against simply based on our age. Even if you were to say tomorrow this subtle policy of ageism is no more, individuals may still discriminate against us because an image has been created to say people who are over 35 years and older can no longer participate or they are not fit enough to participate in the economy. However, that does not mean that as an organization we are folding our hands and doing nothing about the situation. We are aware of things that are happening in our country, and we are trying by all means to self-empower and get ourselves out of this poverty.
The world is changing very quickly. A lot of it now is around what's happening in cell phones, the information economy. As you get older, are people able to keep up? I mean, I think I'm probably older than you, Tsipa, but my question really goes to, do you think that in some ways just the way the economy works around the world is maybe slowly becoming easier for younger people? They're obviously going to dominate.
In a sense, yes, Stephen. However, we should appreciate and agree as a nation in South Africa to say ours is an abnormal situation. When I was doing my research around ageism, I find that there is a campaign under United Nations umbrella of ageism, but it is targeting elderly people. It is targeting people who are 60 years and above. But in our case, you are an older person from the age of 35, but you do not qualify for a grant. You don't qualify for pension. You just have to sit there and wait to die. But as young parents, we are exposed to technology. Remember, this technology came into the fore while we were still teenagers, so we can operate very fairly using technology. Ours currently now is a digital campaign. It's the first time I'm appearing on a national television, but I'm known all over the place because I'm a digital campaigner. I'm using technology to my advantage. So it's not true that older people, even though you are not older people, you are looking at me, Stephen, as we are speaking, you are not going to be saying you're speaking to an older person. But I'm a young parent. I've got children. They've got cell phones. They can do everything with technology, and I can participate and I can compete with them fairly so.
Tsipa Matlo, thank you, from the organization The Forgotten Nation, South Africa, representing older people who are unemployed.